It is a dark age. A bloody age. An age of war. The gods are cruel, and we are their playthings. But this is no game. It is ceaseless war, with the old world its prize. Many seek the path to victory, but only one can stand glorious over all. From the Badlands come the orcs and goblins, a green tide of brutal creatures that must be stopped. In Sylvania, the dead rise again. The vampire counts march forth. The mighty dwarf kingdoms, long thought diminished, are resurgent under their high king. And at the old world's heart stands the Empire. Karl Franz must prove worthy of the Warhammer. Then there is chaos. Its corrupting, changing taint despoils all before it. Only the strongest will endure. War is upon us. It is unending.
Hey guys, and welcome to a series I'm very excited for, Total War Warhammer. So, as you saw in the opening cinematic, there are 5 races. The Empire, the Dwarves, the Vampire Counts, but most importantly, there are the Greenskins, the Orcish Horde, the War. Orcs and goblins are the scourge of the old world, colloquially known as the Greenskins. They are an aggressive and brutal race with an unquenchable love of the war. Orcs are built for violence, brutal, bullying creatures of jutting jaws and hulking appearances. The goblins, by contrast, are smaller but more cunning as they mob up in greater numbers. While the Greenskins have made their lairs in ransacked dwarven holds that can be found across the world, majority residing in the arid Badlands, mainly fighting amongst themselves, and occasionally come together as a greater threat. Now such an occasion is upon us, for Imgor Ironhide comes south. Goaded by Gorfang Rotgut, the boss of the Black Crag, Ironhide marches with his Black Orcs. Once the Black Crag is his, surely the Badlands will fall, and then the other Orcs' well shall fall to his ever-growing wall. And all while the Emperor burns, this is what Gork and Mork demand. Please them and ensure the mob shout the name of Grimgor for the rest of time. So, Orcs have an interesting faction mechanics. They can only capture territory belonging to dwarves and other Greenskin factions. They have a fightiness stat, which is very important. More or less, fighting and raiding raises it, while not fighting and losing lowers it. So if you have a low fightiness, they will get what they call animosity, which is infighting, and increase attrition. If you have very high fightiness, you will generate a war, which will bring ally orcs to your aid. You also have the ability to use the underway, which can avoid impassable trade and enemy armies, as said. So, for the long campaign victory, we need to defeat Black Venom, bloody spears, broken knob, crooked moon, the neck snappers, the orcs of the bloody hand, the red eye, the red fangs, the scabby eyes, the skull smashers, the teeth snatchers, and the top nuts. You also gotta occupy, loot, raise, or sack 50 different settlements and control a whole host of dwarf holds, as well as destroy both the Empire and the Dwarf, while earning 20,000 from raiding and ensuring that Acheron the Ever-Chosen is in a wounded state. The big units are the Giants, the Doom Driver Catapults, and the Anthrax Spiders. They have advantages of large unit sizes, cheap upgrade, bonus income derived from raiding and sacking. Goblin units have brittle leadership. We have limited tech trees, cannot trade, and have limited economic buildings. However, we have the invincible law on our side. So we're going to be playing as Grimgor Ironhide. He's a powerful melee fighter and leader. He has the unique Immortals banners with buffs of Black Orcs unit in his banner. We get 5% campaign range. We get -10 for Black Orcs and Big Ums, which will accompany a big part of our army. We start with Black Orcs, Orc Boys, and Doom Driver Catapults. However, the other leader is Azak, the Slaughterer. So Azak is more of a... He is a melee fighter, as all orcs are, but he can access lower death spells by unlocking the legendary Crown of Sorcery. You can also unlock Skull Muncher, Wyvern Mount. He gets 10% income from Saga settlements, and also has a diplomatic relation with the undead. He gets Force Goblin Inspired Riders, Biggins, and Goblin Archers. But we want to be the war boss. We want to be Grimgor Ironhide. No one knows much about Grimgor before he staggered out of the blasted weights with his immortals, his bloody-minded bodyguard. They were tired and hungry, but were Black Orcs nonetheless, and particularly hard ones at that. Even for a Black Orc, Grimgor's thirst for war was exceptional. If a single day went by without a battle, Grimgor was known to start camp decimating arguments, his one good eye blazing with eagerness to find fault and start a good scrap. 2 days without a battle, and Grimgor would smite anything he could reach, say perhaps his fellow Black Orcs. Who knows what would happen if 3 days without a battle ever occurred? Even scarred veterans tremble just to think of it. This unquenchable thirst for battle is a sign that marks out a war boss for leadership. A sign that the orc is favored by Gork. In a hulking Black Orc with unmatched fighting skills and ferocity, he has marked out Grimgor for greatness, the prophet and harbinger of Gork. So let us start our campaign. So I preloaded this, so hopefully the loading shouldn't be too bad. It looks to be a lot faster than the first time I did it, so hopefully we shouldn't have any problems.
War comes. I can smell it. The old world teaches on a blade's edge, but a steadying hand may yet save it. Is that my role? Alas, nothing is grand. I am merely a humble advisor to Grimgor Ironhide, the most brutal of Black Orcs. Even that bestial intellect recognized a use in me. His horde as we travel south, laying waste to the stunted and rival orc tribes alike. Deep in the Badlands, Borfang Rotgut, master of Black Crag, challenges his superiority. Grimgor stands to take the whole of the old world as his prize. But first, he must vanquish Rotgut and take Black Crag as his new capital.
Think you can hide from me in there? This fortress is now mine. I'm the greatest, not some stinking goblin-loving git called Rotgut. Immortals to me. Let's go.
Your forces begin their attack, my lord. See for yourself.
So guys, we start just surveying the battlefield. So we control very few forces at this point, but it kind of helps you because you don't really want to control this much. So we have some orc boys pushing up some siege towers. We have an allied workbox on a wyvern there.
The warriors will be greatly inspired.
If you look at it, so we got our own war boss, which we can speed up. I think it recommends double timing, which you can do by double clicking. So we just got some black orcs, and we got Grimgor Irongut himself. So group these guys up. So, and then up here we have some big guns. They're taking fire from our infantry. So
help and advice is available at your request, my lord. You may rely upon it.
So let's talk about the game guide. That's just here. Just has some information about different classes, different units and stuff. It's potentially useful, but we're gonna leave that out for now and just get into the wall. But just so you guys are aware how it works. So we're taking fire. What those big missiles are.
Attack, my lord Grimgor, attack.
Can we? Yeah. So there's catapulters, but there's also the Doom Drivers. So they attach some of these goblins onto there, then they come raining down upon the enemies. So let's just crush these big uns. They're no match for our great orcs. See, they're losing decisively.
The rear of the enemy where possible. Their courage will surely fade in surroundings.
So then, if we select our, we can use the wah, which increases our melee attack and leadership. So we're just smashing them, and here comes the wyvern down to smash further into the enemies, causing them to retreat. So at this point, we don't want to chase them. We want to go and help these guys. See if we can. For the most part, I don't think they need it because these poor non-immortals are going to be crushed. So, but there's a couple here who haven't wavered yet. So charge in! Smash them!
Be sure to take charge of the forces you control.
So now it gives you even more units to control.
Your army is a skill worth mastering.
So we want to use arrow boys to eliminate the goblet archers shooting at our guys, and we want to charge in. So you can see our men are getting smacked by those arrows. Well, just orcs are meant for fighting and winning, so we'll just charge in. Oops. Wanna kind of get a formation going here. We have our archers shelling their archers. So they already have archers up on the wall, so
Back from the enemy, my lord.
we can take out these catapults now.
Allowed to shoot from a distance.
So we don't want to get units get too winded from firing, but we don't want them to get just pounded by these missile units. So, oops.
Where's the scrap? Got that? We're the green tide. Black Orcs wrong. We want war.
Put those guys on control 1, control 2, so now you can make 2 groups. Now we have trolls. So we want to go wah! Oops, I didn't want to run. We just want all our men to get in here. So we can get some to flank. But for the most part, they're probably already running before our great wall. So those guys have mostly fled already. So we will continue to move forward and fight the wall.
The heart of the city is within sight, my lord.
Like Black Orcs are our most powerful units, but the big uns are still also powerful units. So we want to get some units to kind of flank here. Wah! So. So if we get kind of some of our units out here and move attack. So this is the victory point they are speaking of. And what do they got here? They got some boar, shock boar cavalry. So I think we don't really have a.
The enemy commander joins the battle.
So we just kind of don't let them charge us as we charge in. But so they declare their wall, we will declare our wall. So we want to find our commander and we them to attack their Orc War Boss. So you can see the turnout between these two great orcs, and ours has totally struck his down. Because there is only one War Boss.
The last of the defenders flee, Commander. Black Crag is yours. Victory!
Victory! You have won the battle, but do not celebrate too much, for the gods look ill upon he who comes so near to defeat. The thing I like is they give you these little things, which are a great piece of lore. I love the great piece of lore when I played the 40k series. A lot of them were often from the Adeptus Mechanicus and from the libraries of the Arcanum. This is generally interesting. I believe this is one from the humans. Fuck. Factors of persuasion receive a bonus to diplomatic relation, therefore tend to stick together. And that makes sense that the dwarves and humans will try to stick together. The vampires and the chaos might have similar alignments. And the orcs, as we saw, the other orc war boss has an alignment towards the undead. So different alignments and different political standings do affect the game, which is pretty interesting. I think it's pretty neat how they did that. So the Midnight Aristocracy is the vampire faction. And later on I'll definitely cut out these loading screens, but just wanted to talk a little bit about the game, the different factions, and how some of the political workings affected the game.
Black Crag is yours, my brutal lord. The pretender Gorfang and his pitiful tribe retreat to lick their wounds. The world lays open for conquest. The Badlands are dominated by tribes of inferior greenskins. See for yourself.
So we have Iron Rock here.
My snitches tell me that Gorfang has retreated to another of his strongholds at Iron Rock. Even now, he will be gathering his strength against you, Savage Lord.
Then X does the same thing as zooming.
Gork's fist.
What's the other one? Does one let's look at Kardam? Or what's the other two areas of importance? No? Oh, a peaks.
The Crooked Moon tribe have agreed to stay out of your fight against the Red Fang. Time will tell if they are good to their word. And if not, they will feel the wrath of Grimgor. The Red Fang maintain a fortress at Valea's Sorrow, from which they may launch attacks against you. It must fall.
That seems like it's also a threat.
Gorfang cannot be allowed to sit behind his walls and raise another army. The time to move against his strongholds on the plains is now. Call your immortals to advance.
So, generally we don't want to sit and wait because that will reduce our fightiness. We want to go straight into the battle.
In motion.
Good. No doubt the Red Fang will be alerted to your advance. If it serves to spread panic amongst their forces, so much the better. Your forces remain depleted by battle, my lord. But yet more lesser greenskins are drawn to your might. As such, an army becomes a war. Recruit these new arrivals, and they will be ready to fight in the battles to come.
So we just get these from garrison or raiding camp stats, so it's gotta wait a turn and they will be with us. So yeah, we can't move anymore because we are currently exhausted, but oh, I already did that, come on.
Excellent choices, all. The boys will begin training immediately.
So, get a couple goblins and a couple orc boys. I'm more interested in orc boys, but we'll give those goblins a shot. A little bit cheaper, more units, so. But. So, I like that you could rename everybody. It's pretty cool. So.
I hesitate to bring such a mundane matter to your savage attention, my Lord Grimgor. But you should look at improving your infrastructure now you dominate Black Crag.
Okay.
Upgrading your training facilities will enable you to build better forces faster. I humbly suggest this should be your next action.
So we can upgrade the Brawling Grounds.
Excellent. Construction will begin immediately. Patience may not be your strongest attribute, my Lord Grimgor, but there is nothing more you can do for now.
Okay, they want us to build anything else.
Thanks. Next.
So everybody takes a turn, just like every other Total War game. And there we go.
Fangs send out a force to check your advance. It must be crushed. Take the fight to these curs before they can concentrate their forces.
So, got a mission. Engage the enemy. You must defeat the Red Fang in battle before they able to regain their strength. See, it is done. So, and we get $1,000 for completing this quest.
Missions may be issued from time to time by those interested in your progress. These can be reviewed at your request, my lord.
Ooh, we have to have some boy boys too. So let's attack. Ganache.
Battle is upon us. Study your options carefully. The enemy are close. Blood will be spilled.
He's a level 1 character, so are we. but we are a legendary general, and he is just kind of a basic general. Got some orc boys, goblins, orc armor boys, goblin archers, and goblin wolf chariots. So, goblin wolf chariots are very powerful, so it's important to take down something. We're not using auto resolve because we fight manually. So, the explosive targets the front line, the wolf steeds that rather are fiercest in battle. Yeah, you want to be very careful around the goblin war chariots. So we got our general, and we can deploy our forces. As you see, we got the 2 opposing deploy zones. Deploy anywhere in your zone. So
Your soldiers are ready to deploy for battle, my lord. They await your orders.
I thought I had 2 archer squads. No, I guess not. I thought I came with 1, but that's fine. Okay. Yeah, actually I want them kind of in the back. That's right. Yeah, get my boars. I'll put the boars on this side. Perfect.
Your ranged weapons may prove decisive in the coming battle, Commander. Bring them to bear against the enemy from afar, but be sure to protect them as well.
We're not really advancing as much. We're gonna let them advance as our units kind of deal damage to them. So let's group those guys together. Them. Boars could be their own. So goblins are flying in. So as long as we can keep pounding their chariots, we're fine. I'm not sure. If we'll be able to get there quick enough.
Magic blows strongly in this place, Commander. Harness its power and channel it against your enemy.
Okay, so we want to make sure we get just wait for them. Oop, they do a duo of archers. Okay, that's fine though. Because like I said, we're just mostly worried about their chariots at this point. Okay. Got 1 squad to charge their archers. Why is Grim's gone so far back?
The troops begin to flee. Run the cowards down.
Okay, so now we charge in with our cavalry, which we should have actually done before. But I'm actually a little bit new to this.
The enemy commander runs from the field, my lord, and a sorry spectacle it is too. His army will surely follow.
I almost totally defeated his goblin wolf chariots. Come on, move. Get them moving. Okay. So I'm not going to chase them down at the moment. We have more important things to do. So now we can get our goblins into the fight as well. Perfect. So it would have been nice if we actually had a second wolf chariot, some boar riders, because we could have taken out a second character. So we didn't quite win that battle 100% as well as we could have, but it was kind of our first battle, so that's fine. Because I don't want them to take out our... Oop, okay. Okay. Where are... Oh yeah, they're chasing down the remainder of those Arab boys. But that's probably fine. So, not the best I could have done. I don't like pausing though. I find pausing kind of makes it less fun, but definitely could have paused to do a little bit more strategic action, but I like to try to manage as much as I can, because the enemy doesn't really get to pause, but I guess the energy can do multiple things at once.
Victory is yours, my lord. But what about the fate of those captured in battle? It can be beneficial to hold them, but sometimes leniency or brutality can be worth more.
So we can ransom them, which reduces their fightiness. We can kill them all. And really hate you for this. We get leadership for 5 turns. Or eat captives. We get to replenish the units. But at the moment, I think we're fine with ransoming them to increase our treasury.
Come on.
So, in battle before we can gain... So we completed that quest.
Those that serve your cause gain experience over time, my lord. Be sure to guide their development to your advantage.
Yeah, what?
So Grimgard, he has the Sword of Swift Slaying, 6% charge bonus, 3% melee attack. We also got a level. So if we go into here, we can train in Intimidating Presence, Route Marcher, or Blade Master. So I think we'll go with the Intimidating Presence, because it gives a bonus to all our characters. So
Gorfang may think that his fortress at Iron Rock will provide him cover, but he is mistaken. Drive his forces out and take another of his strongholds as your own.
So our new quest is to capture Gorfang. So I already talked about the weapon of Swift Slaying. So we could keep going after Nash, but I don't think it's worth it. We will go directly to Iron Rock.
Your army has marched all it can, my lord. They must rest.
Are they gonna let us buy anything in Black Crag yet? So we got Caves of Shining, Gold Mines, we got Idols, 20% casualty replenishment rate, and we got Pile of Shiny Stuff. So, depends what we need. Our current, we got 5,000 gold. We also got a Boss Tent, which increases obedience and reduction in vampiric and chaotic corruption. So, we can. I don't think we have any military support stuff we can build. We could get the wolf dens, which is give us wolf riders, but we're not interested in wolf riders really. So it's going to give us archer boys and goblin boys. Where do we get boars? Oh, boar boys here. Yeah. Must upgrade our settlement chain first. Just wondering what the difference between the two is. I actually don't know yet. But we'll definitely go with a Cave of Shinies. So it's... Oh, okay, Population surplus. So we must end our turn now because there's nothing more to do. So we see Gorsh heads back to Valea's Sorrow.
The goblins are getting lazy. You need to keep them busy, or they will get up to mischief. Build them a place of work. Within suitable facilities, the craftiest of their kind may be tasked with researching new methods of war. Assistance is available should you need it, my lord. You may rely upon it.
Big guns like goblin. Who? Sting. Brawling grounds. What's this? Goblin's workshop here, yeah. Oh, how'd I get a Goblin's tinker bench? Nah, it's fine. I think we can possibly build one over here. Let us take iron up. But anyway, guys, I think we'll end the episode here. In the next episode, we'll be taking Iron Rock. Thanks, guys. Later.